since the Singapore Major.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since this org has gotten a win. Sure, they've gotten some ties here or there, but even recently, Avery, they lost at this last TI to LGD in the groups, and they lost most recently at Dream League to this team.
That's exactly what I was referring to.
The recipient of a double kill. That has got to feel good for Liquid, and they're either going to find Planet, though Moonlight Shadow will probably get him away. I doubt these heroes have dust.
Now they're cool. These towers are valuable. A lot of Nagas maybe are just AFK jungling, but he actually makes the most of an overextension bottom on top of that Pudge passage. Zai gets it off and makes them pay. A little ground pound to send Nisha's way, who did end up committing fully for this. And when you're killing them, using Nisha's levels to take net worth away from LGD's bank, put it into their own. And this is not some game where Nisha's going to take high farm party. Probably a wise idea since he has Morphling and an Ag's Pudge to contest with. LG going to try and go on Zai again.
Yeah, they do have some reinforcements though. Nisha's going to show off slight chains onto the two supports. Insani with the damage. They're both going to be super low after this, while Shiro is being dealt with by the Zai Pudge. They cannot bring this man down.
Get all three.
Too big and too fat. This is a deep ward on Liquid side of the, being able to see that dire mid-tier 2. Like, they have so much vision to know that they're not in the mid lane. Well, they gotta be somewhere else, right? Like, that Primal Beast is looking for kills. He's not farmed.
Yeah, and counter-ganking him is exactly what Liquid want to do here. The lineup rise in that type of situation. 14-minute rune, this looks familiar. 2v1.
He's gonna 1v2 and maybe get a kill out of this. Doesn't get the Wisdom rune. Hookshot goes out. Not quite enough damage though.
I respect that he still tried. He still tried to outclick two heroes on the rune. A very bold move here.
I'll go through a few more after you're gone.
That is probably true, actually. Yeah.
Tier 1 tower going to be taken by Liquid. They seem comfortably in control. As they're going to be able to get chains, hook. That's actually a combo Baby didn't talk about. Comboing up with the supports is nice, but they actually have that
even harder to contest. They're probably looking at Nisha bottom. Again, though,
arrow off the light, catches him from behind. They can get the doom on him.
That is just raw skill right there, boys.
Great play by Y, and securing a much-needed kill because, again, that Roshan.
But I guess he's just a better than
Moonlight Shadow. They want to be able to take out 4 versus 5. They know an Aegis on Morphling is kind of whatever. The bigger factor is no Ember Spirit. If they don't have to fight the Ember, LGD very wisely will choose to take any fight they can get.
And BKB up for NTS, so that control is no longer as good as it used to be between the Clock and the Ember anyway.
True.
Pudge damage, not as effective here. Liquid looking for their own set of defensive items. Boxy will narrowly escape, but damn, what an arrow from Wa. Liquid here, you're gonna have double BKB.
Oh, got his BKB just in time, but it may not be good enough. He needs to get away from Zai. Cannot afford that dismember, but he gets grabbed anyway. Couldn't get through the cogs fast enough. That feels very bad. First BKB. Shiro, the smoke. They're gonna try and catch Nisha again. They've got an Orchid.
Yeah, that's very heal, baby.
Boxy tries to respond, but the Orchid will last long enough, and Boxy might even die for it too. Unfortunately, Sticky Bomb is a little bit off, and nothing to say. Can't do much against that battery assault when it comes to chasing.
Remember, this is Liquid Aegis time. LGD, they can keep bringing Shiro in these plays, and it is pretty scary for Nisha to commit deep in these fights.
Zai is so farmed.
He is big.
Okay. Oh, nice. Great some clearance for the hook shot. Nothing to say. Can't get out of it. Uses speed a little too late. Now he can't get out of the cogs because he's disarmed during that time. And Mickey will be able to finish him off. So finally able to put this Aegis to use. Mickey gets on the aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get hooked. Don't get hooked. He doesn't know where you are. You're good. And he's gonna be out, but not everybody can get out these 4 or 5 man moves from Liquid.
No, and LG much rather have their core survive here, as them continuing to find items in this game is increasingly important to try and contest that next Roshan, which looks like it's going to be Liquid's unless there's a big misstep on the map here. I still think their cores are way better in the 5-on-5, especially with the network Zai has extracted. The lack of control and disable LGD have right now. Outside of that sleep arrow, these Lincolns are still strong, but you cannot underrate a good sleep arrow, Cap. I'm telling you, you're sleeping on it.
They might be sleeping on it too. $15 to 10, 2009 Bali. getting that warm rain outside.
It was very wet.
I would say the weather's rather liquid.
The box is rather dead.
Yeah, playing on the high ground. Waiting for somebody to be able to walk into them, and a pickoff like that will, again, stall out Liquid's timing, probably.
I mean, LGD are finding these little picks.
Yeah, they
Done by techies.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's hard for Liquid to
Did
run
they
into.
see that smoke?
I think so.
Minotaur's done. Great setup, but is that going to be enough to burst the pulling out of Arrow? They got him. Managed to burst down mid-game. Now it's just free. They're going to run down anybody they possibly can. Song to ensure they get as many of these kills as possible. They'll collect on both the support. LGD.
Vessel paid off for Planet. That extra dismember duration. That was maybe their chance to contest. Pull that net worth away from Liquid. Instead, you're going to look at an Aegis and an Ags on Nisha now. The DD to back it up. How much do Liquid want to push this? This could be a throne here.
Oh, that was nice. Grab the Marauder so he can get the leap attack speed. Throws out the arrow. Why? Not paying good enough attention. It's fine. They're not going to go. Oh, they are going to go for that kill. Good force staff, though. And Mickey counting on the tier 4s, trying to force Mew to buy back.
Yeah, this is Liquid. They still have a Morphling buy here. They can commit pretty hard. They definitely want the Doom buy, but they might wouldn't just end the game. DD, Ags, on Nisha is an insane power spike compared to the last fight here.
Play it safe, like, they're going to call it quits. Take the tier 2 at top, which I assume Mew is not going to buy back for.
At this point, no. Unless if Liquid forced Dawn, he would have bought. But LG are happy to give up Wrath to save a Moonlight.
The techies, and there goes the buyback from Mew. Now that they've committed, they're going to try and take this fight. The Dismember stopping Psy, holding him in place with the AoE Doom. It actually looks like it
got Lotus back.
Yeah, it got bounced back onto him, so he doesn't feel good about running into this fight. Jiro's in trouble.
Nobody to help him. The Doom can't go in.
Oh, what? Denied by Boxy. Looked like. Not sure what damage he was taking there, but Boxy sees the opportunity to get rid of his offlaner.
I mean, that's a dieback for Zai. Not give up these 4 kills. Ags done for New.
There it is. Finally, the Ags. I was so confused when he Lotus Dorked himself on the Doom, and it was an Ags Doom.
Yeah, that was a good Lotus. Find NTS here. He's in trouble.
Did he get the charge out? I think they stopped it with a hook shot. He's going to go for a deep blood. That BKB. It's not going to last long enough. He is indeed dead.
Too much BKB.
Roshan entirely. Song goes out.
Initiate.
What are we doing with this? Arrow is going to be used on a Boxy. They're going to try and blow him up real quickly with the AoE Doom. They pretty easily got him. Mickey is going to go for the supports on the side. Beware of that waveform. Look at that freezing field, but unfortunately the AoE Doom doing a lot of work here. Not getting killed, but stopping a lot of the damage. Unfortunately, now that's run out, and now they're getting run over. Shiro, he's going to be the one. Oh, dodges the arrow. That's a nice play, but I'm not sure if he's going to get away from Zai here. They thought he went down, but he actually went up to the right into the tree. Pops a mirror image, but he's stuck in a corner. There's way too much AoE damage for him to deal with at this point. He will not be able to out-heal this one. He's dead for 2 minutes, and now Liquid.
LGD, last hurrah here. Mickey stares you down.
Zai right behind him. Ready to throw out the hook, ready to blink in Dismember save if needed.
Oh, the heck. Oh, missed. Actually hit a creep that spawned.
And he's actually dying fast. Don't get there in time. Zai, what happened? The creep spawned on the hook over the AoE Doom. This is an opening Morphling that's dead. Back to mute that. Now trying to get him down, but yeah, they're going to be able to run one easily. What a slip up from Liquid. And the song goes out.
I mean, are you buying your morph? Are you trying to retake this fight?
They're going to try and go for the Ember, but yeah, he can get off the Doom off of that one. They're going to buy back TPN and LGD trying to get out of this one, but they can't get away. They're locked down. As soon as Zai and Nisha turn around, Insania with the freezing field too, they couldn't get away from all that slow. All
primal buyback, it just came up literally 1 second here, so they technically have a fight, but the base is dying.
Dice just going straight in, putting his body on the line, but the team is just going to go for the throw. They cannot put the damage out to stop Liquid. They will take game 1.
That was an incredible death by Mickey.
And it is very important for them to be able to force that game 3 and hell to win the series, because top 8 is particularly important for PSG.LGD. And if they win this series, that's what they're in. They're in the points, Avery.
The early little items help them have the confidence to go for that play, especially Blink on NT. The Overlord timing is still going to be very strong for Liquid. So, like, I'm not looking at these net worths and thinking this game is going well for LGD, but they just keep finding these openings.
You got to respect this ultimate because your status resistance does nothing to it. That's the problem with Pulverize. BKB and status resistance are both countered by this ultimate.
And this is the type of game that LGD won out of the Primal Beast. Him carrying that 3-man hit squad in the early game while the other two heroes find the farm.
Right.
Because now NTS, he was 0-5 last game. He's 5-1 this game. That is a very... Like, Phoenix Silencer's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
Well, they didn't have the levels. Not until recently.
No, but I agree they're making it work way better than last game with slightly different heroes, and it's just about being in the right place with the right
again. Nether Strike pushes him back into Nisha.
That should be Roche. That's a bad spot to die in. I mean, there's nowhere else you can really play, but that's just a damn good smoke by Liquid. Exactly the part of the map they want to be in. Helm of the Overlord done. Right on cue. Send the dragon in the pit. Mickey up. Roshan the play with the Aegis on Nisha here. The first one, I would think. I don't think Mickey wants the first one unless he really wants to push high ground early.
Yeah, surely you've got a lot of towers still to get through. I feel like gonna be hard for him to get this far away. Do you try and disappear into the trees, TP out, Split Earth is gonna be there to stop him.
LG give up both supports, so the Wolf ult, that's probably gonna be an inevitable for a lot of this game. There's not much control for the summons just running in. I mean, that is the Silencer Lycan matchup. What can you do? You can buy Ghost up there, and then he buys Nullifier, and then what do you do?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, when he was talking, you were talking about the Veil, I was like, what?
He kind of went for a long fight with the Tombstone and the Lesh, depleting his whole mana pool. So he can save the initial go. The Aura's here. Let's see if it'll save him.
He shows himself for a second. Pipe, Global Silence going to be used. Now, the Bloodstone was also used on Nisha. Remember, he has that Aegis Nether Strike. Going to bump back the Silencer. They have the egg. Not going to be able to, can they protect it, actually? Wily Smiles does die to the creeps. And the egg is going to successfully explode, getting the kill on Instania. And then Slam, actually, they're able to kill the Aegis on the Leshrac. He doesn't have Bloodstone either, but maybe running out of damage. Shiro, he's trying to salt the back line. They finish up Foxy, trying to stay away from Nisha. Poke at him. Now they can come back in, flow, and they go back in with nothing to say to stop that TP. He'll die for it, but boy, what a great fight for LGD. A great thunder from Nick, but he didn't get on a hero. He went through an illusion. That means he's got nothing left in the tank except for TP to kill you, but he can't get that. A TP away, but no, the magic there to fall. Zai TP is away, but he's also denied.
What a fight from LG. That is not an easy fight at all, but the egg was just in too good of a position. It baits Zai a little bit by some time. You get 2 full sun rays off. All you lose is Silencer at the start, and you're Brood, and you can scale your Spirit Breaker here. Like, Foxy has found a lot of fun in this game.
He's killed a lot of spiders, but Nisha's dead again. Global Sound, Supernova, they know how important this Leshrac is to shutting down the Phantom Lancer. And as you said, if the matchup is worse than before and they get these kills on him, Shiro is going to take over this game.
It almost feels like a shift from last time where Liquid shut down NTS, and LG, they are just shutting down Nisha.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much focused on the laning phase, but man, have they hurt him in this mid game. A third big death for the Lesh before he gets to that BKB and can deal with the burst. He is going to get past the heart.
Yeah, and you get into this really dangerous territory where you have like BKB Lincolns and then you have the 25 talent, maybe even both of the 25 talents.
Are good. Yeah. They're poking Shiro down here.
Nice choice there. Last second Vanta to make sure no Nether Strike. Now Boxy's being burned out of all of his mana.
Yeah, he's just dying. This is a fight LG can take.
Yeah, no, he's going to go for it. Lincoln's going to break, get the Pulverize onto the Leshrac. They're going to start burning through Nisha's mana. Vanta can back him up. Shiro's still committing though. Shiro's going for the Bloodstone. Nisha, he
no mana.
Thunder to be able to help him out, but he's burned out of his mana. They're going to keep going. The charge on through into the tier 3s. Oh, LGD, this is deep, but if you can get it, it's worth it. Nisha popping his BKB and they won't get it. And now PSG.LGD, they get out for free.
Silencer on the back to Zai, who wolfed in.
And now he's out of wolf form.
Interesting he did not TP, I think.
There was nothing to stop him.
Yeah, very curious. Maybe he wants to be wrong, but I don't know. He'll sacrifice his life either way. Does get a support out of it, forces LG to react to that instead of the other fight. That is a big problem for Nisha. If you don't pop the BKB early,
slow plus the armor, you're gonna have a hard time cutting down this big boy.
And remember, all this push is happening while Y has been sitting on bottom. has a silencer. He can commit the global to help, but this is 4v5 for LGD. Alex is going to get his BKB forced. The poke is way too much right now.
So, but then it left
have initiation. Shiro's going to force it.
Yeah, might as well. He's got the extra line. Charge on through. He's going to hit you. No BKB this time. Yule Scepter going to stop that bulldoze. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Nice Yule's pickup as well here, stopping the breaker. Getting more control.
Okay, finally finish him off here. He has a buyback. Liquid.
Still ages here.
He's going to need all... Wow. Immediate charge out.
Yeah, they want to force the fight when it's expiring.
See if he can kill Y. Yule Scepter stops it. They have the global silence to be able to turn around here. Get out the tombstone. PSG.LGD trying to get away from that one. The Scotty is slowing him down significantly here, but the Sunray, and they are having a hard time with damage. Nothing to say is not falling easily. New's putting out the damage. Shiro's going for the backside, finishing off the Undying. Nothing to say. He's going to be able to skirt on by here. The Supernova's going to be used, and nothing to say. He's going to live with a pulverize the Supernova. It'll explode. The egg died, and now PSG.LGD are in trouble without that extra bit of life. Shiro is still strong, though. Shiro, that's a hero you got to work out for, and look at him. They get on top of Mickey. Mickey gets a little bit more. Yes. He's going for the kill. He got him, but he gets the kill. Nothing to say. Kills them both and gets away. Shiro is now going to run down the rest of Liquid. There's nothing left in the tank.
And TS never turns his back on a fight, and the reinitiation is beautiful this game as LGD pull it back in game 2. And a very precarious one. Like, that felt like it could have gone either way if Liquid run a little bit more away from it. And I go back to that 15-20 minute mark for Liquid. Something went wrong for them there. The way the map was being played.
That's right. So we got a Shiro Broodmother, which I think the panel gives plenty good analysis, and I think we're going to try and do our best to keep up. But I will say, I mean, this is probably the Broodmother carry expert. LGD is the team who have played it the most, so
get the hell out.
yeah. Move.
Out of there, boys. Good luck. Well, the gates continue to pay off for LGD. That has been the one thing working.
TP on him in immediately. Jump out from Nisha. Nothing to say. Locks him down, and Shackle Shot gets out of there with the wind run. Doesn't get out of there. The Ravage will follow it up, and Nisha commits all his mana for this one, but it's well worth it. They're going to bring down 2.
Yeah, he had Shielding on top of the suck here, and that's just too easy of an initiation for Zai. And Mickey now tips Nisha back. You guys are having a ball.
LGD apparently a little bit too certain that Liquid was going to move up to top lane. A very aggressive TP back from nothing to say. Didn't TP himself like behind the tower or anything.
I think underestimating how much Liquid are just going to dive in there when they know there's no black hole, there's no turnaround, there's no way the Brood's there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't show aggressive wind run like that, dude.
Techies. Like, that is a huge team fight window right there, 25 minutes. You double down on those IVs.
25 is absolute bare for Liquid right now.
This is a lot of magic damage that nothing to say can do nothing about.
Down here?
And Mickey unlikely to use his BKB for that.
Very quiet game from Shiro as Nisha will running him on this ancient camp and kill some spiders. He has not found much action with this Brood. 1 assist. Here.
Not going Harpoon, goes straight for the Nullifier.
Radiant's top tower is under.
Now they have a scan on him. Going to say, he's going to TP out in time. Oh no, he's going to be found. Nothing to say, we'll try and fight back, but Nisha stands there. Thanks for all the time. Oh, it wasn't enough. Mistimed it, right?
TP late for sure.
Yeah.
Needs a TP right at the start. This type of game.
Tower is under attack.
Lock the read for boxing. Why not? As they find you.
Fresh side, they global and glimpse, but it's not good enough. A BKB from Nisha will net him 2 kills.
Coming.
With Muse, Enigma down, and Roshan being up, that is a free ticket for an Aegis and Cheese for Liquid.
That's one of those skills where you're like, all right, guys, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. In fact, they're not even going to go back for Roshan.
No, why not?
Straight to the high ground they go.
If Enigma's dead, there's no way else you can do it. It's pretty much that simple. Black Hole's the only saving grace that maybe you land some huge one in. I don't think Liquid are going to give it to you this game either. They know it. There's no reason to bump. 30k lead. All of their cores are incredibly farmed. Look at Foxy. Their true 4th core here.
getting a lot out of it. Another building down. Oh, even this left in the off lane. So
I ain't come back. Maybe they don't have to save him, but they're gonna find Zai.
they're back into the Static Storm. They're gonna try to haul in the Tyson real quickly here, but the Cypher Bite's gonna stop a lot of the damage. BKB goes off. Look,
Okay, you got 2 more.
I'm gonna say they have the Blood.
That's a good one.
They get the Bloodseeker as well, but Nisha with the double damage put in serious work. Even as all the abilities go off successfully for PSG.LGD, it is easy cleanup for Liquid.
Not nearly enough damage on this Bloodseeker. I mean, you finish off the Tide, there's no Ravage, and then you're in trouble.
Didn't land the blast off either. That got sucked up in the black hole. GG is called. Wow.
Dominant game. Very dominant game. 6 kills for LGD in 33 minutes. They found absolutely nothing in that game 3 as Liquid. That last pick from LGD was very strange. It did not work out, but Liquid just felt very comfortable and confident in this game with the Pugna Storm strat. And honestly, I mean, MVP is probably Nisha from a stats standpoint.